Kindly raise your hand. Any investor? Anybody who's working with a bag of money and wants to invest into circular economy? It's a very profitable venture, I must say. So I'm sure you're making your way in, and some of them do not like to be identified. So we'll be having 4 companies to pitch, and then we have a quick, snappy Q&A, and then we have another 4, and then the last one will be 3 companies. So to start us off, we have Takazuri, led by Maria. And the brief introduction that we have here is that Takazuri is a design innovation firm working to create smart products for the building industry, utilizing recycled material. So you have 3 minutes, Maria. I know you've already prepared very well. Let us know what you want from this audience. Karibu sana.
Hello. Thank you, everybody. So my name is Maria. As he said, I work for Takazuri. I'm the CEO and founder. And today, I want you to imagine a world where our buildings provided true shelter. And what does that mean? It means comfortable indoor temperatures for everybody. The possibility to harvest rainwater and the possibility to access clean energy. We have a problem, a massive problem with climate change and trying to adapt our existing buildings to be more resilient. And we have also a problem with the rise of plastic waste. Especially in Kenya, we're only recycling up to 8% or 6% of this plastic. You know, the building industry is one of the most polluting ones as well. It produces 1/3 of the world's waste. It also consumes 40% of global energy and 40% and produces 40% of green gas emissions. So we have a big opportunity here. With the Climate Tile, which is our leading product, we have produced a roofing and cladding solution that allows you to harvest rainwater with a safe surface. It also allows you to clip ultralight solar panels to it without any racking or framing around it. And it has special pigments that make it highly insulating product. The Climate Tile was designed like a Lego for big kids. So it clicks together one to another. It's very fast and easy to put together. And it can also be unclicked to use for non-permanent construction. So our applications go from residential to industrial to commercial, canopies, and we're even working with the emergency relief and humanitarian aid with non-permanent canopies. Our team of 6 people come from very diverse backgrounds in design, product engineering, business development, and solar. We have expertise and experience in Africa, the US, and Europe of over 20 years. Takazuri has been mostly privately funded, but we've won grants with the UK government, and this year we won a grant with the Danish and Dutch government and the World Resource Institute. We're here to raise capital at this moment to be able to enhance our team, also our customer base, but not only in Kenya, but in East Africa and internationally. Today, Takazuri has been able to secure the sourcing of the recycled plastic locally with our collaborators who are here. We have also worked with BASF in Germany to design our additive formula to make sure that our tiles are UV resistant, fire resistant. We have a big contract with the biggest manufacturing plastic factory in East Africa. And we're ready to sell our product and bring it on to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for keeping to 3 minutes, and a round of applause to Maria and that very innovative product. Next up is Karen Jue, representing EcoWorld, our friends from Watamu. It's a community-based solid waste management enterprise whose objective is to clean beaches and recover waste and give the Dabaso local communities an income. Where is my friend Jue? Karibu sana, all the way from Watamu. You have 3 minutes.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Karen Jue, Head of Operation at EcoWorld Recycling. So what is EcoWorld Recycling and what do we do? EcoWorld Recycling is a social enterprise based in the coastal region of Kenya that works closely with the local community, tourist establishment, as well as the county government to recover plastic from the environment as well as to recycle it. So what problem are we trying to solve? Kenya's end-of-life plastic waste poses a great contributes to plastic pollution as well as marine litter pollution, which in turn leads to loss of livelihoods for our Kenyan coastal communities. With an estimated 37,000 tons of plastic headed to the ocean every year, there's need to tackle this problem. So why is it? This is where EcoWorld basically comes in. At EcoWorld, we have developed a 3-dimension approach to the solution. Number one, we collect and divert plastic from the environment. And we do this through working with local community through buyback schemes. We are working with more than 300 waste pickers who earn an income from plastic collection. We also offer a reliable waste service whereby we train hotels and businesses on on-site segregation of waste, and we collect their recyclable waste for recycling. We also have green stations, which are free-to-use public bins, which offer the members of the public with a safe area to deposit their waste. So what do we do with this waste? So at the moment, we have 2 material recovery facilities in Malindi and Watamu, where we have capacity to process 100 tons of plastic a month. This plastic that is processed, we make it available to recyclers who use it as raw material to make their end products. Therefore, we are able to close the loop. Apart from that, we also take out a fraction of this waste and make products of our own. Kindly visit our booth to see some of the products that we are currently making. Our target this year is to collect and recover 400 tons of plastic from the environment. And how we plan to achieve this is by upscaling our operations to Mombasa, which is Kenya's 2nd largest city, as well as producer of ocean-bound plastic. This will not only enable us to increase the amount of plastic that we take out from the environment, but will also be able to provide more jobs and livelihood for our Kenyan communities. So what are we asking for? We are here to ask for project financing to be able to upscale our solution to cover not only Mombasa, but the 3 coastal towns, that is Kwale, Mombasa, and Kilifi. We are also looking for strategic partnership whereby we want, as opposed to just selling our material to recyclers, we want to also explore technologies which will enable us to make materials of our products of our own, which will enable us now to close the loop on the plastic waste problem. Let's rethink plastic. Post-consumer plastic is only waste if we choose to waste it. Join us today as we build a more cleaner and sustainable environment. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Karen, and I know you're doing a fantastic job down in Watamu, and we are happy to also partner with you in other fronts. So the next up is Essence Park Limited, is a waste management company who do waste collection, sorting, and recycling. They are also advocates for upcycling, and I think a question about upcycling came from them yesterday, and thus encourage innovation and creativity in the waste industry, as well as creating awareness and training on waste management. The presenter will be Faith, so you can step up, Faith, and tell us what it is that you do and what you'd want from this distinguished investors. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Faith Anyonje. I'm the managing director for Essence Park Limited. So Essence Park Limited does waste management. We do collect waste, we do sort the waste, and then send them to various recyclers depending on the type of waste that you're doing. So when we got into waste, we realized that so much percentage of waste does not end up being recycled. So then we are coming up with more need for upcycling. So upcycling is when you turn the waste material, including the bottle that you have maybe in your hands, and you use it to turn it into a flower vase, for example, something else, adding value to the waste. So we do the training about it. We have a program we call Mama Raslimali program, which is a women in waste program that we are training women to create different items from waste, including the papers, different type of papers, cartons, polythene, all of them. Anything that someone can create out of waste material to generate something that they can sell for their own income. Apart from the Mama Raslimali program, we also do waste drives where we invite communities to sell to us their wastes, and we also take the opportunity to train them about upcycling and empowering the community. We also do plugging event. Plugging is where we invite the community around as well to collect waste along a certain stretch as they exercise. So this is just basically to ensure that we have improved behavioral change around waste management. And this also means, for us, we also have another program for the same, upcycling in schools, so that kids learn about upcycling as early stages of primary, so that they carry it along all the way to adulthood. So we basically advocate for upcycling, and we are looking forward to strategic partnerships as well to ensure that these programs are empowering communities and women in waste management. So welcome so much if this is an area of interest that you're looking into. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Faith, and for keeping time and also saving us some minutes. So we'll go to the fourth and not final, but the fourth, and then we'll invite all the teams that have pitched to come up front. And then we invite you all to maybe share a question, a comment, or something like that. So next up is Discover Brands, will be presented by Mariam Swale. It incorporates technology and creative technique to reuse, upcycle, and recycle, and plastic, that is, into locally manufactured plastic, lumber, and other functional end products for sale, e.g. furniture, signage, etc. So up next is Mariam Swale from Discover Brands. You have 3 minutes. Karibu.
So hi, I'm Dr. Mariam Marcus Swale. I'm from the Technical University of Mombasa. I'm working with Discover Brands on a project on capacity building and training for youths from the coast of Kenya. So this project is in partnership with Discover Brands. There is the Ocean Climate Innovation Hub, as well as Heri Kenya. So in this project, we are also working with, we want to involve local institutes, like Technical University of Mombasa, where I'm based at, and vocational trainings, which are found at the coast. So the training and capacity building is on is on waste, and it's not just plastic waste and organic waste. So what we do right now at Discover Brands, we collect the waste, shred it, and convert it into products that can be used, that can be sold. And what we want to do is train youths on how to do that. And also, apart from that, There is the machine that we use to make the product is locally made from local materials. So we want to train youth on that. And the other part is the organic waste, which is found on the shores. This, we're talking about seagrass. We have a lot of it at the coast, and it is a menace. It's a big problem for hotel industry. So we want to solve that problem by converting that into briquettes, charcoal briquettes. This solves a problem because the coastal community cut down the mangrove trees to make charcoal out of it. So this is a solution we're bringing. So when we bring in the youth, we want to train them on circular economy and entrepreneurship skills, as well as ocean literacy, because we're based at the coast. So they need to know why they need to protect them out of there. They are empowered, and they can make their own income, because we have a lot of youth who are unemployed, and that is a big problem when it comes to drug abuse at the coast and the crime problem. So we're trying to solve that. What we are asking for is partnerships and funding to set up these centers in the coastal region. Thank you.
You have an indication of how much money you want? A lot. Thank you very much. So I would want to invite the three companies that have pitched to step forward, and then to invite you, the audience, if you have any direct question, if you have a comment, if you have a positive word to say. Sometimes business is hard. Just step up. Business is hard, and for the entrepreneurs who've stepped up to try and create a solution towards the incalcitrant problems, then sometimes they just need an encouragement to tell them, kudos guys, keep at it. So any comment or questions to Takazuri, EcoWorld, Discover Brands, and Essence Spark? Do you have a roving mic? Any comment, question, feedback, interest? Because this is a pitching session, so we are looking for investors. They are looking for money, equity, debt, project financing, partnership. Anyone? Yes, at the corner there. Can you use this one?
Thank you. My other option was to shout because we're in the business of training. So I'd just like to encourage you on what you're doing. And for me, I'm looking at strategic partnerships I'm from Kenya School of Government. And of course, our interest is more or less policy, capacity building, and things like that. So if we can partner in capacity building, that would be great. But we can also partner in the sense that when we have our training programs, of course, which includes green growth and circular economy, then you could be what we call our benchmarks, the pillars for benchmarking, as we take our policymakers and our partners around during the delivery of our programs. And that also gives you an opportunity to pitch your products to them. So I think for us, that's what we'll be looking forward to. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the word of encouragement. Any other feedback from any quarter? Anyone would want to take up the offer on capacity building? Sure. You want to say something? Okay.
I actually think your organization is well aligned with what we want to do, and definitely would like to talk more on how we can partner.
Oh, yes, we sure will be reaching out to you, and we are looking into rolling out Mama Raslimali into other counties because we've gotten more inquiries and more interest. So yes, we are looking forward to. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So another round of applause to the 4 teams, and feel free to speak with them, engage with them during the B2B session. So next up is Bunibo Africa Limited. It will be presented by Sylvia Chemonges, and they are simply transforming waste into sustainable solutions. So Sylvia, step up. You have 3 minutes to let us know what it is that you do and what is in it for the investors who are interested.
Good afternoon. I think we can all agree that with we are having an increase in our urban populations. Increase in urban populations results in an increase of waste that we generate within our cities as a result of our increase in consumption. What happens when we increase our consumption and decrease the amount of waste that we generate? As a result of that, we are having an increase in the amount of waste that's dumped within our communities, and an increase of amount of waste that goes to the landfills. What does that result in? We are increasing the amount of pollution that's going around. We're also increasing the amount of diseases that we are having within our communities as a result of the small dump sites that are generated. And generally, it lowers the quality of lives that we have within our communities. I'm sure some of us can agree with that from living different areas of Nairobi. With that, that's where we come in as Bunibo Africa Limited. We provide our clients with an end-to-end services for waste management, where we collect their waste, we find ways of sorting it into different piles, and from there we find ways of recycling the different types of waste that are produced. So currently, we are able to collect, to recycle our organic waste that's generated from the different piles that we produce from the waste that we sort. And the other piles of recyclable wastes are being recycled by different partners that we have within the company. And then the others that cannot be recycled end up at the landfills. So why am I here exactly? I'm here to ask for partnerships to help us increase our capacity to recycle more waste, to collect more waste, to sort more waste into different piles, and to be able to recycle the different types of waste that we generate. Yes, I'm looking for capital and partnerships to help us with that. My name is Sylvia Chemonges again. I am the co-founder of Bunibo Africa Limited. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sylvia, and for that presentation. Next up is Film of Faith General Enterprises. It will be presented by Deacon Filmat. They provide clean, affordable energy in form of briquettes and manure to the communities with small-scale farmers who complement their supply. They in turn offer them agronomy support and consistent market. This is in line with SDG 875 and 3. So kindly, Deacon Filmat, wherever you are, karibu sana. I think you need somewhere to put your product, so I'll help with that. And your 3 minutes start now.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Deacon Filmat. I'm the CEO and founder of Film of Faith General Enterprises. In short, we call ourselves PGEL Briquettes. So basically what we do at PGEL, we go to farmers or people who have agro waste. We take the agro waste, we convert it into briquettes, either these biomass briquettes that are used in industries, or we convert it to charcoal briquettes, which I've not carried today, but we have them in plenty. Then after the people buy briquettes or industries, I'll use an example of Allpack, which is our newest industry that is using our briquettes. We go back to the industries, or we go back to the customers who bought the briquettes, and we request them to sell back the biochar to us. So we give them a small incentive to sell back the biochar to us, and that biochar, we convert it back to organic manure. So this is our organic manure, and our organic manure is special because we use a system and a technology known as polymerasing. So basically at Film of Faith, that is what we do. We take agro waste, turn it into briquette, sell briquette, request people to bring us back the biochar. We convert the biochar into organic manure, resell it back to farmers. So that is our circularity space. And we are here because our product has gone to the market. We are new in the market. We've taken our product to the market. It has been well received, and we are having so many orders and LPOs. Like currently, as you're standing here, we are having orders worth around 10 million every month from different industries and even the community around us. And that is why we are here, because we are asking for partnerships and investors to come on board so that they can assist us to do what we are doing as we transform our community, because our slogan for Filma Faith is Flames of Change. So we are calling each one here who is able to partner with us to come on board as we make briquettes and provide clean, affordable energy, and just join us in doing our slogan, which is Flames of Change. So thank you very much, and we're looking forward to your partnerships. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Filma Faith. That is the epitome of circular economy. You sell the product to your customers, you go back and get the waste or the byproduct and utilize it again. Thank you, and very good presentation there. Next up is Sandbox, I believe, by Cynthia Winky, a one-stop shop where ambitious business people can access mentorship, coaching, consulting, and training services, lest I say more than what you need to say. So kindly, Cynthia Winky from Sandbox, you have 3 minutes to engage our audience here. Karibu sana.
Let me set the timer. Afternoon, everyone. My name is Cynthia Winky from Sandbox. Sandbox is known as the village experts. So for those of us from African villages, you know you cannot exist by yourself. So we try to pride ourselves in the fact that we have aggregated experts in various sectors under the Sandbox umbrella, and all these experts provide services for SMEs, for corporations, for businesses, non-government organizations, donors, foundations, the list goes on. And all these experts are available at Sandbox, offering coaching services, trainings, workshops. We also have premium events at Sandbox. And most important, I think currently we are leveraging and leaning in towards the climate space. So, and that's the reason why I'm here, because we are currently positioning ourselves as a Nairobi Climate Hub partner. And for that reason, I think that it poses a lot of interest for guys in the SME space, and specifically in the circular economy space. And going forward, we are looking to partner with foundations, with donor institutions, and SMEs in this space who are looking to scale up their enterprises, looking to implement certain development projects, who are looking to, improve their skills in entrepreneurship or as SMEs. So we welcome all SMEs across the board. We welcome experts to join the team as we're launching new models across different areas in the country. We're also open to donor partners. We're open to any other strategic partners that will come into the community. You're actually, we're all welcome to the Sandbox premises. We're at Kilimani. I'll take you on a free tour if you're around. It's a really dope place, co-working space, a very community-centric feel to it. So we try to encourage a culture of collaboration collectively. So when you come into Sandbox, you'll find all these experts, you find a vibrant community, you find people that would give you, the sense of meaningful connections that I think all our enterprises need in one way or another. So, Karibuni Sandbox. Oh, and I keep time. Yeah.
Round of applause to Sandbox and Winky. And I think next up is quite related. It's Somo Africa. It will be presented by Joshua, who can be making his way up here. So they support micro and small business owners with the resources they need to grow, be sustainable, and create more job opportunities. So do we have Joshua in the room from Somo Africa? I think he's the man most needed by a lot of the SMEs that have actually presented a few minutes ago, and also Sandbox. So is Joshua around? Is Joshua in the booth? Okay, so we'll go to the next one so that we have the batch of 4. And the next one is Mr. Green Trading Africa. It will be presented by Daniel Mburu, and Mr. Green are a well-known recycling company that sells pre-processed recycling materials with a traceable social and environmental impact. and their plastic is fairly treated. So karibu sana Mburu, your 3 minutes start now.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Mr. Green does several things. Among them, we help clean the environment by removing the plastic from the environment. We also have opportunities where we create employment by partnering with people who would ideally not fall in the category of the employed, and they supply us with plastic, which we pay for in cash. Currently, we have about 5,000 waste pickers on our database, about 2,500 of whom are active, meaning that we get plastic from them every other week. Our installed capacity as of last year, end of last year, we were able to do about 500 tons per month up to early this year. We're currently installing machinery that is going to be able to help us run up to 1,000 metric tons per month. So beginning April, we shift gears and we'll be able to at least remove from the environment 1,000 tons of plastic a month. At the end of the year, we will be at an installed capacity where we will be able to run an extra 800 tons. So we should be able to run 1,800 tons per month. And our ask for us at this particular point is to get people who can tell us where to get the plastic on top of the channels that we already have. So if you have institutions that have a lot of plastic, we are welcome to working with you to pick up the plastic and take it up for recycling. At the end of the year, we will be able to do what we call bottle-to-bottle PET recycling. So PET is a huge of huge interest to us because as of this year, your Dasani bottle we'll be able to actually pick that bottle and take it through a recycling process where we will be able to sell the pellets to the converters, back to the converters, and they'll be able to get a food grade bottle out of that. For us, this is huge because what it means is that the country doesn't have to import all the volume of PET that they are bringing in at the moment. That means we'll be able to stop that import. Of course, there's going to be less pressure on the forex for whatever little amount of PET we'll be able to stop from importing because we'll be trading in Kenya shilling. So we feel that the recycling space is going to change once we are able to do food grade PET recycling. For us, this is exciting because now we are able to say that bottle, you can always drink again from it. So we thank you. We're looking forward to partnerships where we can be able to get more plastic. And as guys, we feel that the demand on the other side of the plastic is too many companies looking for that plastic. So we are good on that end. Thank you very much. Please visit our stand if you have any question. Thank you.
So Mburu, you can remain up and also invite Sylvia, Deacon, and Cynthia to step up so that you have a small, quick, snappy Q&A. And if you have any interest or questions that you'd want to ask them. And also maybe a pat on the back, like I said earlier, we all need that encouragement. So anyone who want to say something, where is the roving mic? And a comment, come up front, come up front. Any ideas, any feedback? You know, feedback is good. Just raise up your hand and say, yeah, you're doing a fantastic job, all of you, to clean up our environment. Anyone? Look like you have something to say? Oh, the lady is giving us a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Any comment, feedback? Any investor would want to pick up a conversation? You can just say, let's speak behind the tent. Anyone going once, going twice? Thank you very much. A round of applause to the second batch of our pitching team members. So to encourage you and those who are stepping up next, we have a final batch of about 4. We'll make it 5 so that we wrap it up at the end of it. And as we welcome Harry Kenya, all the way from Kwale, my understanding of circular economy, or my interpretation is that waste is really a resource in the wrong place. And you can think about carbon dioxide inside our bodies is nearly poisonous, but once we breathe it out, it goes into the plants. You remember your biology, photosynthesis. The same way, plastic PET bottle is a waste maybe by the beach. We call it waste. But if it is in the floor of the warehouse of Mr. Green Africa, then it's a resource. So really, waste, what we call waste, is a resource in the wrong place. And if we can redirect all that resource to the right place, then that is where the solutions are coming from. And we hope we can continue to innovate around it. So Harry Kenya, my friend from Kwale, are you available? I saw him around, and I think he's not close, but we'll try find him. Next up is then Sila Africa, who would give us, you can step up, their very innovative products and how they're using recycled material, and they're also doing product redesign. I've heard about the good work that you're doing and interacted with it. So karibu sana, your 3 minutes would start now.
Greetings, Edgar from South Africa, technical lead. So yeah, I'll be talking about what we do at South Africa with crates and agriculture. And for that, I'll want you to look at the stats. Agriculture employs around 26% of the global workforce. Now, if you look at it, when you're starting out as a farmer, full of ambition, I'm going to produce my stuff, sell it, build a good house for my family, take my kids through school and everything like that, all that positivity, all that ambition. But when you start doing it, you are hit with a harsh reality. On average, a farmer will never sell more than 0.6 of what they're producing. That is because 40% of the produce, especially in low-income countries, is always going to be damaged during the transit. Now, if you look at it from a money perspective, you are making 0.6x what you could have made. If we look at it with the current context, is you're doing basically what you're doing, and at the end of the month, your paycheck is 0.6 less, 0.6x less. So this is not sort of an isolated problem for one farmer. This is a global plight. Translates to around 1.3 billion tons of food wasted globally, that is every year. Puts a 2.6 trillion dent to the global economy. And with those numbers, you may think, someone is doing something about it. So the leading cause of that 40% spoilage is inadequate barrier. That is the moisture and air moving around to your crops when you're transporting it. And if you look at it, that can be addressed through packaging. But now the problem is packaging is a commodity. Get the cheapest design you can get, cheapest mold, make it, sell to the people. It's not some premium product, like a phone. I have to buy a Samsung or an Apple. Commodity. So what we've done at South Africa, a group of researchers, agricultural circles and everything, technical lead, I'm a mechanical engineer personally. We've did a design on a crate, 2 levels of innovation, the product and material. So the core function of this crate is end spoilage during transit. So the design is specifically to stop the 40% loss during transit. And how we've done it, on the second level of innovation, is we make yogurt cups, one of the portfolios, SKU South Africa. So we recover these from the environment at the end of life through our recycler partners and Kepro. We also have the rejects we have the factory. So whatever rejects we have and whatever we recovered is what we use to make these crates. This is purely from recycled plastic. And if you remember, if you know a company called Trigger Foods, they were using that crate. Multiple S-curves again, we have another level up, which is smart with RFID and NFC. So if now farmers can use these, avoid the 40% loss, now you're making maximum of what you could be making. That is going to reflect in your top line, more revenue for you. Now you have more money to build the house you wanted, get your kids whatever school they want to go, buy the car you want, and now you can progress. One of the publication Forbes did is agricultural damages is one of the factors that correlate with low income in countries. So if you can stop these, we are sort of giving these people more money to work with, more spending power. They can access more amenities because now, they have higher spending. And that is And that can be achieved by using such products. So you may ask, what am I asking for? Money, more design partners. These are member organizations. KEPRO, DI, CAM, many members. I presume the moral obligation for any member organization is to act in the best interest of your members. So if you have farmers, circles, something related to agriculture that they need packaging, then the right move would be let them know they can have something that is specifically designed to stop damage during transit, to defy the whole spoilage, 40%. You can easily move from 0.6 to full amount, maximum top line, which obviously translates to your bottom line. Yeah. So yeah, we would request connections, introductions, warm introductions to your members who can benefit from such innovations. At Still Africa, we run the innovation as a startup, so we have multiple innovations going through. Maybe in another forum, we'll be talking about a different thing. But yeah, I really want, my ask is to connect with you guys, help your members, so that, more money for everyone, progress for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Still Africa, for the amazing work in product redesign and having the end user in mind and also the environment, as it were. So at this point in time, we would want to break a bit and listen to KEPSA, Dr. Kinyanjui, who has something for all the enterprises before he steps out, and then we resume with Root Zone Africa Limited. So Dr. Kinyanjui from the Kenya Private Sector Alliance has a word for us before we proceed. Karibu Daktari.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I want to thank CAM for organizing this with partnership with other bodies and for giving me this opportunity. So mine is short. I'm not innovating anything. Mine is coming in as a problem solver, pathway, or fully in terms of all these members. KEPSA is the Kenya Private Sector Alliance, and our main work is to pull all these business associations together, be it local, foreign, SMEs, chambers of commerce, and all these people. So our main work is we pull all these people together, be it those who are in the agricultural sector, trade, education, ICT, think of anything that you're talking about. So once we put them together, obviously, after you subscribe, when you go to the website, KEPSA, and you become a member, we now put you in the same platform. We have people who are having the same issues on ICT, on SMEs, on circular economy. Whenever you are there, we create similar platforms. Like next week, we'll be doing a benchmarking where we are taking our members to one of the manufacturing companies around, which has a solution for them. Also, for those who are talking about financing, we have members who are in the financial sector. Last week, I was in a meeting with those who are in the insurance sector. So all these problems that you're talking about, once you're a member, we can link you up with all these people around us, and then it is up to you to see how better you can be able to approach them. We also give loans to startup and SMEs to start up in their venture, obviously with a repayment plan with KEPSA. Apart from that, somebody had raised an issue on taxes and the rest. We also unify the voices for all these people. We unify the voices. We take your issues to the relevant ministries, and then we create a policy that makes it conducive for you to work in your environment. So the membership fee varies from 10,000 to 1 million, depending with SMEs. SMEs which are less than 3 years old is 10,000, and then 3 to 5 years, it goes like that, 20,000, and then 5 and beyond, there's 50,000, and then there are those corporates who even pay 1 million. So all these comes with different packages. But what I'm saying is that networking. While you are at KEPSA, we'll give you that platform of networking, and all these investors you're getting, some of them will get them there, some of them will not, but that's an avenue we're giving you. Visit our booth there at KEPSA. You'll be able to find a representative there who will be able to give you more information on how you can reach us. But our offices are at 2 Rivers, 7th floor.
So together with this idea is already in action. We're already producing and we are already distributing. But our model is that there are organizations that do CSR. Because most of the people who need these pads cannot afford, then the CSR organizations are able to buy pads and give out. NGOs, well-wishers, and that kind of clientele. So when they come, they're able to buy and distribute to their own people, or we show them where the need is, and then they're able to distribute. And that is how we are part of the loop. Not only are we using these ones, our raw material wastes, we are able to give them out to organizations that do mats and pads. I already got one person here who is going to get a couple of them. And so we are reducing the waste that gets itself to. They said that the type of waste we are giving out is as if we live in 3 planets. So we are saving so that we are in just 1 planet. What is our ask? Before I read the statistics, we want our pads to be commonly available and acceptable. Many people, they come to me and say, oh, they're washable. Okay, if you can't wash, then you can support somebody who can wash but cannot afford a pad. You can also partner with us by introducing us to communities and people who can be able to support and also consume them, and also to make it available and known, making awareness. So apart from just distributing the pads, we do menstrual health awareness. We talk about gender-based violence, because when girls don't have pads and they engage in transactional sex, they cannot finish school. And so the agenda of reducing poverty is part of our agenda. The agenda of education is part of our agenda. The part of less hunger is part of our agenda, because when a girl is in school and she's able to take care of herself, then she's able to take care of the other issues that come about life, and she can be able to break through the poverty vicious circle. I'm a widow, and if I didn't have my own and be able to navigate life, I don't know where I would have been, and if I did not finish school. So one of our key is to reach out to school-going women, girls, so that they don't drop out and they're able to finish school and live a better life. Thank you so much. I did not read the statistic, but I'm not so good in math, but I can tell you that one woman would dispose 4 kilos of waste pads a year. But with reusable pads, this is half a kilo for 2 years. Nairobi has a population of 1.6 million people. If you calculate, you'll find that in 2 years, there is a saving of 1,912% of waste that is restrained, so that the city council and the people who are doing waste, they can manage. So with that, I welcome you to join up with me. My booth is just there at the corner. You can visit and we can talk further. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much for that very innovative and essential product for our girls and also for our ladies. So the final presenter is called Ziada Solutions, and the person to present will be one Mr. Samuel Thuo. If he's in the building, you have the pleasure to be the last one and to wrap it up for us, and then we'll invite everybody who has pitched to step up, and if you have any Q&A. So your 3 minutes, Mr. Samuel Thuo, starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone. First thing, I'm standing in for Samuel. I am Andrew, Operations Officer, Ziada Solutions, Kenya. And Ziada Solutions is a circular banana value addition plant, and we are located in Taita Taveta County, Taveta to be specific. So what we mainly do, these are just but some of our products. We have some baskets, and also this banana paper, and the basket I'm holding is also made from banana paper. So at Ziada, we aggregate banana stems from the farmers, and after aggregating the stems, we process the stems into fiber. And for the circular part of us, after processing the stems, we have a lot of waste in the form of banana pulp. And the pulp is what we feed to our biogas system to generate gas. And the gas is the energy that powers our dehydrator so that we can dry the bananas and later mill them so that we can make banana flour. That's an overall view of what we do at Ziada. So at the moment, we've made these papers just to demonstrate our capability, and we are looking for a partner who can join us and provide us with the facilities to commercialize this aspect of our business that we have yet to tap into for the banana papers. Thank you.
Very interesting, and I think for those who grew up in the village, a lot of the bananas that we used to cut would just rot away in the field, and it's quite bulky. And for the commercial banana producers, then I think it's a gold mine there in terms of just transforming what you would consider waste into something very useful, and bags that also look very swanky. So we have Somo Africa who have had stepped out and will want to give you your 3 minutes so that you can tell us what's up at Somo Africa. And Joshua is here to wrap it up because you're actually the gentleman that most of the SMEs were waiting for. So your 3 minutes start now.
Thank you so much. My name is Joshua Onyalo. I spearhead the incubation and sustainability at Somo Africa. So Somo is just a Swahili word meaning learning lessons. So we believe in learning lessons from different people, entrepreneurs, MSMEs, and people who are doing innovative items in the community. So our mission is to partner with entrepreneurs, support them with everything they need to start up, grow, and expand their businesses to create impact in their underserved communities. So today, what we do, we start with the digital tools. So we know very well that being able to capture to keep records in the traditional way is something that is very much difficult for today, because they are prone to sometimes water can affect these records, sometimes fire breakout. So we support them through our digital tools, help them to build them digital tools to use USSD and WhatsApp-based platforms that enables them to create their records and also be able to keep this record over time. We take them through our Somo Academy, where they learn business concept. Beth here is part of, Beth, founder of Hadipad, is one of our entrepreneurs who went through the program, went through the academy, learned how to pitch, the confidence, learned how to create a business plan and a pitch deck, and is able to confidently pitch before you today. And afterwards, we select those who qualify to actually receive the investment in terms of equitable grants or quasi-equity. And also we offer these entrepreneurs growth investments through our Somo Invest platform. So today, we also partner with different organizations who support groups to also go through our incubation program. So at the incubation stage, we have a facility, a factory where entrepreneurs can learn how to produce different products like body butter, peanut butter, cheese butter, and most of the products which are in our stands here today. And at least they are also able to be certified. To partner with us and to continue supporting entrepreneurs through Somo Africa. And some of the sectors, we do circular economy. We support those who are into circular economy, which is the theme of this meeting today, and different products that are made out of used fabric, used vehicle tires, and also many other used, bringing value to the used products. Thank you so much, and enjoy your time.
So you can just remain up here and also invite the others who have pitched, the last team, including Root Zone, Hadipads. Joshua, you can step back so that we have, and Seal Africa, so that we can have any feedback, question, encouragement or thoughts around their innovation, their asks, if you have any direct response. So this is the time when, like we said, business is not easy. They have stepped up, and we hope that their business will scale and create the solutions, an array of solutions. So I invite any feedback or comment or question to any of the 5 gentlemen and lady who have pitched. Anyone? And it can also come from those who pitched earlier. Yes, there's a comment from Chemonges across, and then a friend from DI. So we can start here and then go there now that you're already there to save some time. Yes. Go ahead.
This is a question to Saida. So you're a fairly young company. I believe you're 2 years in, 1 year. But it's a banana, which I think is really inspiring. I'm just curious, have you received proposals already from investors, and who are you talking to? Because you're a small operation, but what you're doing is very interesting, I think. I'm just curious which stage you're in. Are you raising money right now? Have you been approached already, or where are you at in that journey?
Thank you very much. We'll hear from Chemonges. Any other? Maybe you can take 3 questions or comments, and 1 at the back.
Mine is not a question, it's more of an encouragement. And I'm sorry, I feel like I'm a bit biased. I'm towards the lady who does Ahadi, I think. Yeah, I feel like that's a really amazing initiative that you guys are doing. I hope that everyone who's here, who knows of ways in which you can encourage to improve the lives of the women that they're touching lives in, that would be amazing. Yes, thank you. That's it. Just a comment.
Thank you very much. And it's not just like she said, investors, but if you know of companies, there was one lady behind there who offer CSR activities and things like that. And even you here, you can decide to offer to support. Yes. Yep, go ahead.
This goes to Zaida. Has your company thought of making pads from the size of fiber? And would you like to collaborate with our beautiful lady next to you?
Very interesting observation. We also had from companies that do almost the same thing. I think it was Essence Park and you. We are in a big city, probably a collaboration of sorts, because you're doing close to similar thing. Then we can hear one last comment, and then we allow them to respond and wrap up.
Thank you so much to all of you. My question is to Michael. You presented something that I thought was very interesting, and the distinction that you made between composting and the actual fertilizer. So, and you mentioned that you want to get into the Kenyan market. We already have quite some players who are in that space, and I'm not sure whether they know the distinction of what you presented. Are there possibilities of you training them, or just partnering with the already existing players so that it's more scalable than perhaps you running with it on your own?
Okay, so to your question, at the moment as a company, we are lucky enough to have sales that can cover for our expenses and our daily running costs. We are not exactly profitable, but at least we are breaking even thanks to the sales that we have. Okay, and in terms of investments and partners, at the moment we have partnered with, we have a memorandum of understanding with Micro Support Enterprise Program, who are supporting us with, we have an upcoming training for women weavers, and Micro Support Enterprise Program are supporting us in training the women this coming month. We've also partnered with the county government of Taita Taveta, and they have been offering training to our laborers in terms of responsible business conduct, just to mention but a few. Thank you. And to my friend over there, I will kindly ask you to repeat the question. Oh, it was about the sanitary pads and partnering. The Deputy Governor of Taita Taveta was very interested in it, and she came all the way to our site to explore that possibility. We've done experiments. We have been able to make the fluffy part of the sanitary pad, but at the moment we have been struggling to get the waterproof coating that goes on top or that covers the absorbent material of the sanitary pad. So we are very open to partnerships for anyone who has the skills or technology to help us bridge that gap.
Thank you so much. Though we are both in menstrual health management products, our products are really different in that the banana fiber ones are disposable. So they are one-time use, even though they're highly decomposable. They are
the booths for one. I think some of them are presented here, so interest might have arose to go and meet with them in the booths. So let's move with, how do we do this? So I'll encourage that we move to the front to these seats because they're setting up at the round tables. I think that would work best. For those who haven't visited the booths, please do so as soon as we can. I think that should be immediate.